Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about Genesis and oh shit, we're live, dude. I'm sorry. Fuck.
All right.
Well, we are live, and before we really get going, we have a couple of announcements.
Option, do it,
not
Seth.
option.
You gotta break it
option.
to him.
I was gonna say option number one. I wasn't even gonna give them. I don't know why I was gonna give them options. Number one reason what we're talking about. One, Catfish. For all of you who remember what Embargo when Catfish was on this, you should remember that Catfish was an irresponsible little fuck. Well, keeping up with his irresponsibility, Catfish was like, oh, I forgot to put it on my calendar. So he's not beginning tonight. He's not going to be on the show tonight. So Catfish won't be here. Numero dos. Yeah, June, Yellow Snapper, feel free to chime in, man. Throw in your commentary.
So Dustin just said maybe in an hour. I don't have Google set up on my iPad though yet, and I said the show. What do you think is the whole purpose of like setting up a time and a place for this shit? Anyways,
man, that's Catfish. Numero dos. And actually, I don't know the level of him. I've had the band Genesis stuck in my fucking head all damn day. And I've been listening to Genesis all day. And what doesn't help is that I've had a lot of Boulevard Rye on Rye, which has a high alcohol content, with a lot of Sudafed today because my allergies have been killing me. So I'm a little baked. I'm not going to lie.
And you're drinking for once on the show coffee.
Dude, I'm drinking coffee on the show. And I got to go lock my office, which is fucking terrible. So
let this be a lesson to you all. Don't do what Seth does.
Don't do what Big Tuna does. Don't pull a Big Tuna and totally get fucked up.
So what anybody, if whoever's watching, if you like to get on the show with us, get on the show with us.
Dude, you want to get on the show with us? Fucking message us. We'll let you on.
Right.
Just chime on in. I mean,
you know what?
Fuck it.
I'll send you some cigars. Come on in.
Dude, we'll send you stogies. I mean, we're gonna let you chime in. And the other sad thing, I felt really guilty earlier. I was like, oh my gosh. Kind of blacked out about this. Not blacked out about this. I blacked out in general. I was like, oh man, Catfish is coming on the show. We got to get ready. Letting down the crew. Even my wife was like, you have to go to bed, but Catfish is coming on the show tonight. So even my wife recognized that Catfish was going to be on. And then he doesn't show.
Catfish, I don't know whatever Seth or I have done to you. We've been nothing but brothers of the leaf to you, you dickwad.
You fucking dickwad.
Fucking asshole.
Anyways, what are you smoking today, Yellow Snapper?
I'm not even smoking a Cuban cigar. Dude, this is a fuck show. All right? First of all, I'm not even smoking a Cuban cigar right now. And
I know you're not. And I'm so fucking pissed off at you.
And you would think that if I'm not having a Cuban cigar, I will probably pick up something with Agranosa tobacco, right? No, I'm not.
No, because you're a traitor.
Yeah, so I'm having a dissident block.
Dude, shut the fuck up.
These guys are not even around anymore.
That's how legitimate it is.
This show might have to get deleted after it goes on air.
It's a distinct possibility.
All right. Well, let's talk about some shit.
Well, which one? What? Talk about the dissident. What is it?
I think this one's a Nika Puro. Dissident is made by, well, it was made by these, I think, two guys that used to work at some B&M in Kansas. and then they created this brand.
There was. And then they're no longer there.
And then they're no longer there for whatever reason. Atlantic Cigars blown these out at like $3 a pop. So I bought some. They're good, man. I mean, they're sure as hell good for $3. But given all the cigars that I have, I don't know why the fuck I bought them.
That's what I'm saying, man. Why'd you buy this shit?
I don't know.
Like, $3.
I look at this stuff, man. Like I have this problem. I have this collector problem, right? I have all the cigars that I'll never ever get to smoke, probably, and that I actually do want to smoke, but time doesn't allow me to. Like, I mean, I could seriously smoke like 5-6 cigars a day, and I still wouldn't, put a major dent into the stuff that I want to smoke. I'm not trying to brag about this. Don't get me wrong, but it's a lot of it is, it's like, oh, found a good deal. Oh, I had one of these before. It's pretty good. Oh, buy it. So,
You're on what embargo? We got Catfish coming. Well, Catfish ain't coming on, but he would have come on. Hypothetically, Catfish in the box. All the shit.
Oh, a little redemptive factor, though. I am drinking.
And you're smoking.
I am drinking some Havana Club 7 right now. Cuban rum.
Okay, you know what? You made it up for it. I'll give you that. Give you that, man. How is it? Is it good? I love that rum.
Good, man. Oh, I was about to say, if you haven't had it, man, you should. It's definitely good. When I was in, I went down to Age.
Did you get it while you're in Nicaragua?
What's up?
Did you get it while you're down in Nicaragua?
Mm-hmm. You know what? So I was in Managua International Airport, and it's crazy because they let you drink and sample the rums for free, right? Like,
where'd you go? Which duty free store did you go to? I didn't get to do that shit.
I don't know. They all fucking look alike, anyways. But it was one of them, and they had all these like Ronza Capa bottles in the front. And I looked at them. I was like, "Hey, can I try this?" And the lady's like, "Yeah." She poured me basically a whole shot of it, of each sample, and I tried like 4 or 5 different samples. And then at the end,
you're rocking and rolling.
Yeah, and at the end, I picked up the Havana Club and bought 2 bottles of it. And I don't know.
It's like $17, $18 or something like that.
It's cheap, man. It's
great price. It's super fucking cheap.
And then she told over to her coworker, and she said something in Spanish that I think, based on the body language, kind of went, "This fucker bought Cuban rum. He's a Nica, so he should be buying Flor de Caña or anything else to not support that Cuban regime fuck. But I buy what the good rum is."
Dude, the price is so good down at the Managua Airport on the fucking Cuban rum. Why would you not buy it?
Exactly. So
it's just.
And they take the crap out of my bag. Huh?
You know who guided me in the direction of the Cuban rum while I was down there? You know who helped? You know who hooked a brother up? Me being the brother. Charlie Minato, man.
Really?
Charlie Minato hooked me up, man. He said, "Dude, this is where you want to go."
He's a big rum dude. He's a rum guy? Apparently.
Oh, he's a huge rum.
Oh, is he?
He's a huge rum guy. Yeah, really big rum guy. Guy knows his rums, man.
Nice.
But yeah, man, Havana Club is it's a good rum. You know what's really good is I can't even think of it right now. I'm so fucking baked. The one with the dude on his face. I have it. One from Venezuela. Diplomatico.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that stuff is good. I agree. But that's just like $45 now where I'm at.
Hey, dude, it's pricey as hell, man, but...
No. But yeah, I mean...
What are you going to do, man?
Yeah. But, so shout out to Charlie. I never really met the guy, but, a lot of people give him shit. And that's okay, right? Because when you're top dog half wheel, typically that comes with the competition.
Dude, when you're the cream of the crop with the Irish crisp, look at my fingers rubbing it, Irish crisp, you're going to get shit. You're going to get shit, man.
It was refreshing to hear something good about Charlie Minato. You know,
dude, man, it's just
he's never gonna
in
fucking
the
watch
direction.
But I'm just saying. I mean,
I don't know, man. I don't know. Don't doubt Charlie's capability to watch anything and everything cigar related. Huh. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. If he did watch it to us and he gave me a shout out, you know what I tell him? Charlie, you have bigger and better fucking things to do than watch fucking one of our.
He's like, but why? I respect you, Seth. He's like, you fucking right, you respect me.
If he told me that, I'd be like, you fucking liar, you don't stroke my cock. So, oh Jesus, that's how it goes, man.
But Charlie, seriously, if you are listening, hey, props to you, man.
We salute you, man.
Yeah, I'll see you at IPCPR. And I'll give you a little tip of the hat from an Asian to another Asian dude. I think you're an Asian dude.
From one Asian to another.
Yeah, and I'll even put on a Texas cowboy hat, and I'll tip it off to you.
From a Viking to an Asian, go fuck yourself. That's all I have to say, yeah, man. I'm Ragnar Lothbrok, dude. I just don't even fucking deal with anybody.
All right. How about this? How about we talk about what you smoked this past couple of weeks?
Yeah, right now, dude, I'm smoking this Ramon Iones Bios Bajo, which was made for the Netherlands back in 2013. I love this
over there, right?
I bought it over there. I bought it here. I love it.
Okay.
It's awesome. Let me pull up what else I've smoked too. But I love this. I love this. I love this stick. Shit, dude. I'm trying to pull it all up. I smoked an 8-shot, man. Number 2. That's super nice.
Always solid.
I smoked a Juan Lopez. Selección.
Oh. Yeah, you like
Numero dos. I smoked a Vagueros Tapados, the little Petit Robusto.
How are those, by the way? Like Vagueros in general.
Let me tell you something. All right, have you ever smoked a Vagueros?
No, never have. None of the old ones, none of the new ones.
Never.
I just never
none of the ones. None of the old ones, none of the new ones.
No,
dude. What kind of ruins where I was going to go? Look at this. The new ones are really entertaining. They're fun. The packaging's good. The price is fantastic on them. I mean, it's not like you know what you're buying when you get it. Recognize that it's nothing going to be spectacular. It's not going to be anything like mind blowing, but it's a really good price. It's fun, medium bodied strength cigar with some good flavors.
Nice.
It's very different than Habanos. It's that whole country feeling to it, which I appreciate.
Now, do you think so? That brand is kind of like your whatchamacallit, like your average Joe Cuban cigar, right? The cheaper end of the spectrum stuff, right? Do you think it tastes better than like Jose Piedra and Quintero? Is it at that level, or is it more?
Oh my god, dude! It's above that. It's above Jose. It's above Jose Piedra. You could probably make the argument that in some cases it's above some other brand. I mean, let's face it, it's fucking above Coaba.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Sure.
I like it over some other stuff.
Yeah.
It's to me it's a brand that really captures Pinar Del Rio.
Oh, no way. How could you say that? Pinar Del Rio is the creme of the creme crops over there. And you get to say Vagueros?
It's rolled in Pinar Del Rio. The blend is a tribute to the farmers of Pinar Del Rio.
Oh, okay.
That's why I say it captures Pinar Del Rio. It's not Havana, man. It's a country cigar, dude.
Yeah.
You gotta respect the country people.
Yeah. No. Okay. I see where you're coming from.
Dude, I don't know about you, but I'm pissed that Catfish didn't make this fucking show. And to get prepped for this, I've been watching the Star Wars movies.
I would have been
1 to 7. I'm not gonna lie to you. Started from the beginning to the end in preparation for Catfish. And the only thing I can say is, 1, I'm sad Catfish isn't here. 2, dude, Anakin got fucking used by the Jedi Council, man. I'm just saying that shit right now, right here. And anyone, I know there's some Star Wars lovers out there. Dude, it's not Anakin's fault that he turned to the dark side. It's the fucking Jedi Council's fault that he turned to the dark side.
I never liked any of that stuff. I don't like Star Wars. I don't like Star Trek. I don't like Star Jizz. Whatever the fuck you guys else watch.
What's Star Jizz? Is that
I don't know. Probably.
Is it good? It sounds delightful. I want to watch it.
Star Jizz.
Star Jizz. It's where Jabba the Fett really actually jizzes on that.
Wow.
What type of movies were you into, Yellow Snapper?
I don't actually watch a lot of TV. The movies that I liked, always liked Shawshank Redemption. That was like the first movie where I was like, wow, I gotta go buy this movie after I watched it.
That's a good movie.
And then I realized they replay that damn thing like pretty much on a yearly basis. So I was like, dude, I'm gonna save $12
all the time.
Yeah, I'm gonna save $12. I'm gonna buy some, I'm gonna buy some cigars with it, and that's it.
Dude, Shawshank Redemption and Christmas movies always guaranteed to be played on TV.
Mm-hmm. You got to do something to get the Americans to buy into the fact that Christmas is all about Santa Claus and getting gifts and just feeling good in the winter wonderland.
That, and you can break out of prison anytime you want.
Mm-hmm. Right. So, why don't you, talk about what else is going on in life?
Dude,
I don't know what the fuck to say. Seriously, do we have any audience questions or anything? Do you fuckers want to win some cigars? If you do, post some questions.
Fuck. I smoked Petit Mundo from 13, which is really good.
I have a box of Petit Mundo from 13. I did not crack them since I bought them.
Dude, it's a solid stick, man. It really brings the Monte Cristo brand to a whole new level.
Hey, dude, just ran home. You can shoot me the link and I can try. Oh.
I sent him the link.
Yeah, but he just texted me that. Apparently he didn't get it. So I'm going to just take your text.
Just forward it on to him.
Yeah.
Dude, Catfish coming in for a man. This is the year for the Cubs. That's all I'll say.
You think so?
This is our year, man.
Isn't it every other year the Giants are supposed to win?
The Giants?
Yeah, the San Francisco Giants.
Why the fuck is it every other year that the Giants are supposed to win?
No, for the last, 4 or 5 years and whatnot, it's they won it.
Oh no.
All right, let me tell Dustin.
Giants are not going to get this shit.
What else you been up to? How are the kids? How's the wife?
Dude, wife's good. Kids are good. Dude, it's crazy, man. Let me tell you this. I don't know when, if you ever plan on having kids.
Oh, that's a loaded question, buddy. Anyways, moving on.
Dude, it's a loaded question. Let me tell you this, though. When you have your first kid, you're like, oh, man, okay, it's crazy. And then after a little while, you're like, dude, we can have another one. Dude, I can do two.
Oh.
Two is only one more than one. That's what you're going to think.
No, that's not what I'm going to think. That's double the work, double the pleasure, probably, right?
No, it's not even double the work. Dude, it's not even double the work. You're going to think two is just one more than one. 2 minus 1 equals 1. I mean, that's how it goes. 1 plus 1 equals 2. So you're like, dude, I'm gonna go down that road. Let me tell you something. 1 plus 1, in terms of children, does not equal 2. It equals like fucking 10, man. Oh. It's just going from, when you have a 3-year-old, you've gotten to the point where you're playing zone defense. You know what I mean? Like, it's zone defense. You have your wife or partner, whomever it is, they're covering one section of the field and you're covering the other section of the field. It's good. You know what I mean? My oldest does not have the best pass accuracy. She's like Cam Newton. You just let her do what she wants to do.
How old is she again?
She's 3.
Oh, okay. All right.
But once you throw the second one in there, it's man-on-man, dude. You go from zone defense to man-on-man defense. And let me tell you one thing. Just because you're good at zone does not mean you're good at man-on-man.
No, not at all. So who's manning who?
I'm manning the 3-year-old.
So that's easier, right? As compared to the other one? No?
I don't know, man.
Everything.
Huh. That's crazy, dude. That's a 3-year-old. Dude, 3-year-olds are fucking nuts, man. But then again, it's like, my wife's dealing with a fucking 4-month-old. They're fucking crazy too.
Man. So are you guys done? Are you guys gonna get more?
Dude, I'm not fucking doing shit anymore, man. I don't care.
You guys are gonna be the Brady Bunch? No?
The Brady fuck. No Brady bunches. No bunch of the Bradys.
Yeah. That's good.
So,
more money for cigars. More money for
sticks. Just let it be. Yeah. We're gonna rock down the road of dose. What the fuck is Catfish? Was he coming?
Well, I just sent him the link on email and on text. So he said he's gonna try to get on.
Oh, unbelievable, man.
He's probably fucking stoned is what he probably is.
Isn't he up in Northern California now? He left Bakersfield.
Well, there's good weed in California where you go, but especially with the medical dispensary. I mean, we're not at the level of Colorado and those guys, but there's a good amount of stoners here that also have fucking neck beards and drink artisanal coffee at the local roastery.
Dude, that was such a jab at fucking Catfish. I've never the neck beard and the
I don't even know, dude. I haven't even seen him or saw him on Google video or anything in a while. I haven't chatted with him in a while. I mean, him and I'll text on random stuff, but I haven't chatted with him in a while.
Dude, you're drinking rum out of a sophisticated glass.
That's all I have. I don't have just some days you just got to do it right. You got to pour the right glass,
So, exactly. So you flew back you went down to AJ Fernandez factory in Nicaragua.
Yep.
Flew into Miami.
Nope, Houston.
Really? You flew from Miami to Houston?
No.
From Nicaragua to Houston.
Yeah, so we stayed 2 days in Houston and hung out there, and I went to what's that B&M called? Stogies.
Stogies, dude. Stogies, yeah.
And randomly, JD was inside the lounge when we went in there.
John David, not Jonathan Drew.
Yeah. John David did. So I look over there and I was like, "Oh shit, that's JD." And then I went over there and I was like, "Oh hey, do you remember meeting me at IPC Para last year?" Blah blah blah. He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "You're Aaron's buddy." So Aaron and him are cool, and you guys are all part of the whole CMA thing.
Dude, you should be like, I'm Aaron's buddy. What the fuck, man? Aaron's my buddy. Is he tall? I've never met the dude.
No, JD's a big dude. Like he's a tall guy. He's pretty stocky too.
He's like up there with me on like biking.
No, you're a tall guy too. I mean, so you guys are probably pretty.
I'm a freaking beast, man.
Yeah, you are. You show up with that fucking Viking hat to IPCPR, you're gonna be the beast of the show.
Beast mode. Well, like Marshawn Lynch, I'll just be running over people. So yeah, dude. So
I saw him. Hung out with him. He's a cool dude, man. He's we talked and we hung and like Stogies really reps him, man. Like you can see like Toasted Foot Cigar, if it was like a good high rating, it'll actually be on that shelf area where that box is. So
that's the way to do it, man.
Yeah,
you got to get your retailer.
That's right. And
my retailer has no respect for me whatsoever, which is fine.
Which one is it? That one that you took a picture of that one time in the patio when you were having
Davidoff Lounge, man.
That's Davidoff Lounge, right? Oh man,
it's Davidoff.
They will never build anything like that here because it's California. The nearest Davidoff Lounge I go to is probably in Vegas.
Vegas. It's the good life right there with Kanye. So you were down at AJ's factory. You saw a side of tobacco, which you've never seen.
Yes.
Talk about it. Share it.
I saw.
Let me know. What'd you learn? There's something that you got out of it that you have to talk about.
Well, probably the most educational thing I got out of it is when I started just rolling shit myself and rolling burritos myself just to smoke it. I have no idea how to roll a cigar, like most Americans. But I rolled it enough.
Most of AJ's factory doesn't know how to roll a cigar either.
No, you should be. AJ is one of the best constructed cigars that comes out.
That they are, dude. They know how to roll some good shit, dude.
In terms
they
of
do a
like
good job.
Blending profile, not.
Oh yeah, no, they're no. AJ, no, it may not be in terms of my palate, and I will admit this. I was just teasing. AJ Fernandez has great construction. My father has great construction. There's the blends aren't to my always liking, but they have great construction. Drew Estate has great construction.
Oh my God, Dustin!
So
I texted him the web link. He goes, "Says I'm on. I got nothing, man."
Fucking
I don't.
Dustin, man. Fucking Catfish.
Why
we ever thought about bringing him back to the people is beyond me, man. My Cubs have a better chance of winning the World Series than Catfish does of joining this fucking show.
But What Embargo listeners got a lot of good tips from him on how to spot fakes. You guys did like 7 or 8 episodes of that shit. I remember.
Dude, man, Catfish and I wanted to talk about it. Dude, and we still get questions about that shit. The amount of times you're like, hey, tuna, is this fake? I don't even look at the photo. I'm like, yep. No, I'm just kidding.
No, we even got a question like that at one point.
We did.
Yeah, some viewer emailed it and sent us pictures and everything. But, I mean, maybe I'm a little jaded because, being in the Cuban cigar world for the last, 4 or 5 years, like you kind of get used to it after a while. In a certain way, it becomes second nature. So you don't really talk that much about it, but new guys enter in, they should be ever so, cautious about authenticity. Well, shit, I am too. There's some stuff that comes out of Spain at certain vendors where it's like, they're known to, peddle fake stuff back in the day. But if it's like a new release that they come out with, and it's not some big brand like Cohiba, then most likely it's not a fake, right? It's a dirty world.
It's a I don't know. I think there's a couple things you just need to be pretty smart about. I don't know. When people buy all these fakes, I kind of wonder, like, my question is, where the fuck you buying your cigars, man?
Well, like, that's when people get on and go on group buys and that kind of stuff, in which the vendors aren't really specified. You just kind of, you basically trust the person that's running the group buy.
Yeah.
Which is not always the smart thing to do.
No, it's really not. So
anyways, back to AJ. So, hung out, smoked a lot of cigars. I will say this. I think cigars in Nicaragua just taste better. You agree?
Oh, yeah, dude. You can't. Let me tell you this. I'm not a big fan of Liga 9, but I was at Drew State. Liga 9s smoke 15,000 times better down in Nicaragua than they do in the States.
Yeah.
I would wake up like 7 in the morning. Maybe it was like 6:30. I'd get my strong Nicaraguan coffee. I would try and help the cleaning people clean up the fucking kitchen area. They'd yell at me. Nice. Then I'd smoke a Liga 9 before anyone else got up. I'd get going on my day, dude. It's fucking amazing. They're a lot better. Cigars rolled in Nicaragua taste better in Nicaragua than they do.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be the first to say, and most of my buddies know I'm not the biggest fan of AJ cigars, right? Like, I don't think they're necessarily bad, but most of it doesn't really hit my palate. So, but when I had all these AJ stuff at the factory, walk around tobacco fields, just, being in the freaking pool, whatever, right? Like, it was really good. Like, it was actually fantastic. And my palate didn't get burned out. I smoked, 8, 9 AJ cigars probably on average a day, and I felt like I could taste every single one of those. And if I can't taste it, I'll drink some Coke, and I'll smoke another fucking cigar. Right? Or you drink that Tonya stuff, in which, I don't know.
All the Nicaraguan water beer flavored?
Yeah, pretty much. It's not the legit beer that we get here, but...
Dude, it's beer flavored water.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's just everything smokes and tastes better down in Nicaragua. I'm not gonna deny that.
Yeah, and it's interesting because I came home, and the very next day I lit up AJ cigar. I think it was one of those Man of War Armadas that they came out with in the beginning, back in the days.
Dude, Man of War Armadas, wow, fucking old school shit.
Right? I smoked it, and I was like, this kind of tastes like air. But I keep thinking about how I felt in Nika, and I was like, all right, this is a good cigar.
Dude, let me tell you this. The Man of Wars, original Man of Wars, were legit.
Yeah, that's when they started using back in the days. So this is what I didn't know. A lot of AJ stuff.
It was like 08.
Yeah. And he used a lot of the heavy Pennsylvania broadleaf back then for his like Unholy Cocktail, Diesel stuff, and the Man of War Ruination and that kind of thing. But that's all I smoked when I first started smoking cigars, and that shit was too strong. No wonder all I tasted was like burnt ash and pepper.
Shit's strong as fuck. So, I remember smoking Man of Wars back when they were first released. I remember Man of War Ruination when they first got introduced to the market.
Yeah.
Back when they had the same fucking band as the Man of Wars. Oh, yeah, dude. That's old school shit, man. So, you know what AJ did a while, many moons ago? He made. Do you remember? You were on Cigar.com. Do you remember Sol Cubano?
Mm-hmm.
The Cuban classic.
Yep.
He made Sol Cubano, a Cuban classic, Toro. I don't know. He brought it to CI and a couple other things with Alex Fenton.
Mm-hmm.
And it had Cuban tobacco.
Mm.
It was like a Toro or something. Super fucking good.
Speaking of Cuban stuff, so AJ has so it'll be his brother-in-law that works at the factory for him.
Yeah.
So I mean, like AJ, his wife, and extended family, they're all they're Cubans. So his brother-in-law named Raymond, he one night gave me a Alejandro Robina cigar that he got from Alejandro himself like 5 or so years ago.
Yeah.
So, and I have yet to smoke it, but we were just talking about the best cigars we ever smoked. And I didn't want to say this, but one of my buddies there was like, "Oh, June over here, he's big Cuban cigar smoker. Like he really enjoys his Cuban cigars." And then I know like I try to be sensitive about go to a place that's not Cuba and Central America, and like in general, the Cuban guys that moved there didn't really appreciate what happened in the Cuban government and whatnot, the regime, right? So I try to kind of put it on DL. But when he asked me, he was like, "Well, what kind of Cuban cigars do you like?" And then I named some brands and some specific marcas and sub brands and whatnot. And then one of the things he goes, "What's your favorite Cuban cigar you smoked?" And I told him, I was like, "I had this 2001 Alejandro Robina that was like a beast of a cigar. It was something like 7x60." And Halfway will actually review that exact cigar that I've had. And then he's like, "You want to smoke another one?" And I was like, "What do you mean you want to smoke another one?" He's like, 5 years ago when I was back there, Alejandro gave me some of his own blends and some of his own rolls. So, he hooked it up with that. And then I went and I had just a few Cuban cigars in my travel humidor. And I gave him like a San Cristobal Morella. Those the LCDH big ass Rodolfo. But he lit it up, and I should have told him this because I had a 72 RH Boveda pack in there, and I knew it was way too high in RH, and like most of us know, Cuban cigars like to be smoked at a lower RH, or else you kind of deal with draw problems.
Yeah.
So, but to my surprise, right when I gave it to him, he cut it, and then he lit it, he drew it, he's like, "Oh, plugged." And then I was like, "Oh, fucking great," right? Like it kind of contributes to the fact that Cuban cigars aren't rolled, correctly, and they have construction issues and blah blah blah. And I was like, well, and I basically said, "Fuck, keep on cutting it until you get a decent draw. Cut it down the fucking middle. I don't give a shit." So he literally was like, at one point, he cut it like 3/4 down, and then I was like, "Oh, what do you think?" And he's like, "Oh, sabor. Like, it's good flavor. It's good flavor." So, I mean, nobody could deny that Cuba can make some of the best fucking cigars out there. Like, there's no denying that.
No, not at all, man.
No.
I remember I was down at D. I gave Nick Malil like an H Upman #2. And he's smoking. He says, "This really isn't my cup of tea." And he like kind of put it down. It's like halfway through. And I was like, "The fuck you do, man? It was an 08 H Upman #2. Why are you putting that shit down? That shit was tasty as shit." Yeah, dude. But
wow.
Malil's in the broadleaf, man. He's a broadleaf. Chief of broadleaf.
Well, the thing is, there's a thread on Cigar.com out right now that came out recently, and the topic is, are Cuban cigars overrated? And within probably like the 10 or so people that responded, the majority of people basically said, "Hey, in my opinion, first of all, if you like strong cigars, you're not going to like vast majority of what Cuba offers, right? But if you like, mild, nuanced, complex, balance, etc., Cuban cigars are your thing. And someone else also said, I believe, a few people also said, I believe Nicaraguan's tobacco has rivaled some of Cuba's best at this point. And I agree with that, but in a different taste spectrum, right? I could honestly say I like Aganorsa tobacco equally to some of the best Cuban tobacco out there.
Oh, Aganorsa tobacco is phenomenal.
Right? But they're very different. There's apples and oranges, but in terms of quality, they're both, they're both striking,
Aganorsa tobacco's got tons of quality, no doubt about it.
Oh. But then again, like most of those cigar.com guys, I mean, a good amount of them that lurk, especially, they're buying the CI, sampler packs that give you the Man of War stuff and
dude, that's what they love, man. That's their shit.
Right. So, and if you're gonna talk about Cuban cigars to those guys that most of them haven't even had them before, like it's kind of becomes a moot point in my opinion.
There's no point in engaging in a conversation with them because they just don't understand it.
Mm-hmm. Right. So my response to that topic was, I just said, fuck Cubans. But the people that knew what I was really saying and who I was, they'll find it. I think they found it funny. But to the new guys, they're probably like, who's this Jew guy? What a fucking dickwad snob. I'm not a snob. I enjoy and appreciate quality tobacco.
There you go, man. Throw it on out there, Adam. So, dude, anyway, it's the way it rolls, man. So,
anyway,
how's that little dissident smoking for you?
Yeah, it's not smoking well. I think it's not good. I don't even know why I keep smoking it, but
that's what happens when you buy a bundle, man.
You think that's what it is?
No, I mean, shit. You know what I mean? You know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say this. There's too much shit on the market. Mm-hmm. It's just, you can only create so much uniqueness.
Right.
With whatever everyone else is doing. And if you don't have your own factory and you don't have access to a plethora amount of tobacco that some do, you're not going to get it. I'm not saying they got a bad blend. I'm just saying that they just don't have a fantastic blend the way they could.
What are some fantastic cigars out there you think is out? I have an idea of what you're going to say, but I'm just curious.
Some fantastic stuff. I think a lot of stuff coming out of El Titan de Bronze is really good.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a factory that knows how to make a really quality blend. And I don't think they lack from blend to blend. I think every cigar that comes out of there is a solid cigar.
Is Bill Paley's La Polina stuff still coming out of there?
Yeah, he's gonna have a new Goldie coming out of there. He's got stuff coming out of there.
Okay.
So there's El Titan de Bronze in Miami. When you look at Honduras, I'm not going to lie, Christian Rojo can put out an awesome Honduran Puro. If you want to smoke an awesome Honduran Corojo blend.
I actually heard all those good Camachos and stuff back in the day, that was all his dad's doing.
Who's ever doing it they have good tobacco.
Yeah.
They have really good Honduran Corojo.
Well, they have their own, what is that farm they call? The Hamastran or...
it's in the Hamastran Valley, yeah.
Yeah. They have a lot of the tobacco that's coming out of there. I think the Liberties, they have that tobacco a lot.
So you have that. Let's see what else. Basically anything Aganorsa, right. I'm usually a fan of.
But I think specifically within Aganorsa, I think Dion just hits it out of the park, bar none, every fucking blend.
Dion does a great job. I think Cas Fernandez actually has great blends. Mm-hmm. They just don't get the attention the way Dion and Worf does.
Right.
You know, Warp's got some solid blends coming out there. Skyflower is supposed to be released this month or next, which is a fantastic blend. Working my way through Nicaragua. You know, I mean, every once in a while, Jersey State's got a really good Connecticut broadleaf for a really good blend. The Herrera Lee TA I really got behind.
Yeah. But then again, you think about all of those, right? And we've talked about this before.
You got a lot of stuff.
You could easily find a box of current production Cubans that is most likely cheaper and just as tasty. But different,
absolutely.
Right? Different. I mean, very different. Like very, very different. But and that's the beauty of it. Is like there's such a misconception of you guys saying Cubans are expensive. Cubans are expensive. They're not. Like, or they're illegal. They're illegal and they're hard to get. No, they're not. Like, stick to the regular production stuff, and you can get pretty much every freaking thing you want.
Yeah, you can get it. You can even get regular. I mean, you can even get originals and limiteds if you know the retailers who you're dealing with. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Other than that, I really don't smoke a lot of other stuff out of Nicaragua.
I think Cuban smokers. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say that people that predominantly smoke Cuban cigars should try some current release non-Cuban stuff at this point, because it is that much better, and it's, as a matter of fact, it's damn good.
You know, it's a good company to try out. Crux.
Ooh, I had that sport, by the way. It was really good.
CRUX, Crux. Crux has got some really cool stuff. Yeah. I really like their Bull and Bear, which is like a bigger ring gauge. But the Classic's really good. Mm-hmm. Passport's good. They have a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
Regis is really good.
I feel like their old stuff is better. Like the Black Label, the original Orchard release of the Black Label. The new stuff with all the exclusive Civo, like USAs and that kind of thing, it's not doing it for me. It lost that, nuanced, mild, complex, creamy, sweet, kind of a good cigar. And they're turning into all sorts of different stuff now. I don't quite get it, but
I like Espinosa Laranja. That's a good one. Laranja Reserva. I like that brand. Going to the DR, man, there's some. I don't think you can really go wrong with a Davidoff majority of the time. You smoke that new Davidoff Nicaragua.
Yeah, good. It's good. It's I was telling you about how Aaron and I got together and we smoked it. Was it 2 days ago? And we had to put it out midway through to go have dinner. After we came back to it, the cigar was spicy as shit. Like it was really off-putting. But the first half that we were smoking, it was really good. So, well, I mean, we got a couple more samples to smoke through, but in my opinion, Davidoff's new offerings rarely disappoint.
No, they've really worked to increase their profile.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So, fuck, man. I'm getting tired. What the hell?
Yeah,
let's wrap it up and tell the people out there who are expecting Catfish, we're sorry.
Yeah.
He knew about it.
Well, we told him about it. But
we told him about it. He said he was down, and then he never showed up.
Yeah. But
the amount of drugs and alcohol I'm on, I'm gonna pass out any 10 minutes now.
Okay. I'm gonna go actually light up something else.
Go light up something good, man. I'm gonna go pass out and maybe wake up tomorrow morning.
All right, man. Well, thanks guys for tuning in. We'll make it up to you guys.
We'll be back, and we will make it up.
Yeah.
By the way, the Washington Capitals kill the Flyers 6-1. Whew.
6-1, damn.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal. All right.
Anyways, later.
What's up? What are we gonna say? Later, man.